Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a Black Manga Critic here. We are live. We're about to react to that One Piece greatness. I mean, it hasn't been so great lately, but we are going to. I'm very much so looking forward to it. Once again, this is a Black Manga Critic. This is going to be a live reaction slash review of One Piece chapter 893. I'm really looking forward to reading this chapter. I've heard some things, I haven't heard. I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that we do see a bit more about of Luffy versus Katakuri. But that's all I really know about it. I haven't listened to any conversations or anything like that. I really try not to get spoiled. You know what I mean? It just bothers me when people do spoil people. Oh well, I don't like it. So I am on the Viz website right now. I'm about to read that One Piece greatness. Let's just get into it, y'all, because One Piece isn't for me. It's just kind of okay, I'm here right now. This is where the story is. I'm not particularly interested in the story necessarily. But let's get into it. Chapter 893 is entitled Flampe, 36th daughter of Charlotte. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Yo, Tom-san, what's good? PR agent of this anime community of ours. What is good? Let's see. Again, if any of you are watching this video, please subscribe to Tom-san. Tom-san's got his own channel. He's doing big things. Please do the sub, do the subbing thing for him as well. Let's go. Let's get into the chapter. Again, I'm not particularly hyped for it. I'm more hyped for the Promised Neverland, Hunter x Hunter, those two chapters. My Hero Academia, but One Piece, not so much. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll be a really good chapter. The Saga of the Self-Proclaimed Straw Hat Fleet, Volume 25, Leo. We're sailing on the Usoland Pirate ship. That's still cute, though. It's cute. Leo is a cute character. Let's go. Luffy. Okay, so Luffy definitely got destroyed just then. And this will be assumed, right? I mean, it's if Luffy didn't take some wild, severe sort of injury in this fight, it'd be well, I'd be kind of disappointed. It'd be a little weird. Being that Katakuri is a commander, he has $1 billion Betty, over $1 billion Betty, so it'd be a little weird if Luffy was not severely injured at some point. Why do you look so hideously miserable? Ah. Well, okay. Your foot slipped? Amateur. Whoa, Luffy's about to block. Katakuri just hit him. Boom. Ka. Actually, dear brother, I was the one who. Why, you clever little scamp. He. Oh, okay. So Flampe this. I don't like that, but Luffy. Not every fight is going to be, I think you should know about that. Pirate fights are not fair. They're just not. We've seen this in Crocodile. We've seen this in Crocodile Fight versus Crocodile. Crocodile was yo, these fights to the death. They just fight to the death. Kill to be killed. Flint. That's his trident. An instant of carelessness can turn the tide of battle. Huh? Why did you lose focus? Man, that Mochi ability is so cool. And he literally had he can control the Mochi that he can have little Mochi portals basically. It's so cool. I like that. Boom. Mochi. Anemone. Cool. Oh, I get it. Because sea anemone have their little arms, and he's got a lot of arms, kind of like a Gatling gun, I guess. Of his. What's wrong, Straw Hat? Whoa. Just when I was starting to admit you were worthy, you suddenly shown yourself to be very disappointing. I think I saw it. Maybe that was my imagination. No, imagination is just fine. It is beyond such tricks of the mind that you will find the color of observation. You must learn to sense it subconsciously. Subconsciously. He stood up again. What's with his quaking legs? Here goes. One more. A numbing needle. And get out of here, Flampe. I mean, it just something about that just, ugh. You know what I mean? Like it's like yes, this is it's all fair in like war, right? But something about this just does not. I don't know. I don't know. Bothers me. Huff, huff, wheeze, wheeze. Oh wow. Huh? He dodged it? My silent needle? But then he fell. Watch out, Miss Flampe. They'll hear you. I can't help it. You should see that monkey's legs. Tee-hee. They're knocking and trembling like a newborn deer's. Don't make me laugh, please. It's so stupid. He's covered in blood and hideously weak, and yet he just keeps standing up over and over again. He can barely stand on those trembling legs, and then he just gets knocked down again. Flampe? Eek, Brother Katakuri's looking this way. Oh no, he's gonna compliment me. I'm not ready yet. Oh, Master Katakuri's coming this way. I see. So it was you, Flampe. You took away his mobility with your special silent blowgun. His focus clearly faltered for just a moment in the midst of that heated standoff. I knew something was wrong. That was when I attacked and gouged his belly, inflicting a fatal blow. But do you really think I want to win that way? Oh? Look, Miss Flampe, the baby deer stood up again. Stop making me laugh. His legs, the jitters, just like a little baby deer. Oh, brother dearest. That's right, brother Katakuri. This was all me. Aren't I just the cutest and most considerate of all your sisters? Nobody in the world is better than my perfect brother, and I'm his favorite. Brother, what's so funny? Yo, did he stab himself? I guess he inflicted the same wound that he inflicted onto Luffy. He just stabbed Master Katakuri. Ugh. When two men are fighting, the last thing I need is some half-hearted assistance. Yeah. Whoa. He took off his thing. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Stay away. Don't touch me, you monster. Hey, it hurts. If you're gonna laugh at that idiot, then laugh at me too. What? Master Katakuri, your face. Is that a curse? You suck. Agreed. What a letdown. Ew, gross. You got blood on me. What are you thinking? Why would you stab yourself? You are not the brother Katakuri I know. Look at your gross mouth going all the way to your ears, just like a pelican eel. Wahaha, I can't hold back my laughter. Yo, she spit on him? Bruh. Here comes the pelican eel. Stay away, he's strong as a monster and looks like one too. What are you doing, people? The monster's getting away. Huh? Take photos. We have to show everyone that hideous face. Sorry, sir. Hehe. Excuse me. Pardon me. We're gonna send these pictures to every member of the fan club, to every island in Tato Land. How dare you splatter your filthy blood on me and threaten the most popular sibling of all? You're not my perfect brother. You're just a gross loser. I'm ashamed to admit I'm related to you. You're gonna get it. Both of you are gonna get it now. Sorry about this. How was sloppy. I failed to notice that tiny needle. There's no such thing as fighting dirty there's no such thing as fighting dirty in a battle between pirates. It was my fault for not being able to dodge it. Heh. I've had enough of the peanut gallery. Oh man. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna get into it, but like there's a lot of there's like peanut gallery is like based on like a lot of like racist like rhetoric and stuff. So I'm not gonna get into it, but whatever. That's not the here nor there. They won't be able to stand after this anyway. Whoa, what is that? Boom. Bruh. Is that did Katakuri just use Conqueror's Haki? Supreme King Haki? From the monkey too? Whoa. Wow. Yo, knocked out Flampe. Bruh. I no longer assume that you are inferior to me. That's great. Thanks. But I'm still gonna win. That's the end of One Piece chapter 893. I'm pretty sure, right? Like I'm pretty sure both of them used Conqueror's Haki, correct? That's what I'm assuming. Right? And there was like a clash of it. And then yeah, and there was a clash of it, and then everyone else got knocked out because of like the absurd amount of Conqueror's Haki. Look, let's say in the One Piece chapter 893. You know, like I think they both did. And you know, look, I respect Katakuri, like, you know what I mean? Like he's a cool character. He's like a great character. I like his character. But I don't know what it is, man. This fight's not doing it for me. It's really not. And I want to say it's doing it for me somewhat. But it was interesting. It was like, yo, you can use Conqueror's Haki. It's like, you know, we've seen this, we've talked about it, and right, okay, I'm gonna just get into quickly, like, you know, my review, how I feel about it. I don't know, man. Something about this fight. I think it was so. I just don't care, and I think the whole manliness thing is kind of corny to me. You know what I mean? It's like I love that Oda had set up the whole thing with there are no dirty tricks in pirate fights. And I get that Katakuri sort of like has his own pride. And I think, you know, that's, you know, and in some way that's probably connected to how much willpower he has and blah, blah, blah. I just don't care, man. You know why? Because it used to be that Conqueror's Haki meant something in the sense that like it said something about who you were as a character, your place in the story, things of that nature. And it just had more oomph. Like when someone used Conqueror's Haki, you were like, yo, this dude's a king. You know what I mean? But like Katakuri clearly is not a king. Like Katakuri is like he follows Big Mom. Like it's like, yes, you can have Conqueror's Haki clearly and like not be like the lead person, but I don't know, man. Something about it's just corny to me. You know, like, and again, I'm in my review. I'm talking about how I genuinely feel. I'm not gonna lie to people. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie about how I feel about the chapter, how I feel about, you know, certain things. I just, again, the manly thing just felt really corny to me. It was kind of like on some like 14-year-old stuff. And it's not even that it does, like it's not about whether it makes sense or not for him to have Conqueror's Haki. That's not my issue. My issue is I don't particularly care about Conqueror's Haki at the moment. It just doesn't seem like a particularly interesting thing. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Zoro has it as well. I think this is one of those instances where if you see someone like Katakuri use it, then why not Zoro, right? So I understand that. But again, I just don't care. It doesn't have any story sort of impact plot wise. Like you know, usually when you see Conqueror's Haki from a particular individual, it's interesting. Doflamingo, you know, Ace, Luffy, you know, Whitebeard, Shanks, right? Particular individuals, when they use, or when certain characters use it in particular instances, it's very interesting. It's always related to how their place in the story in a particular sense, right? Like when Ace used Conqueror's Haki, that was like, yo, why does Ace have Conqueror's Haki? He's like real young. What's up with that? What's going on? What's going on? And then we realized, like, because I think we already knew at that point that he was Gold Roger's kid, but you know, it was still like, okay, this is interesting. You know what I mean? Like it was like a signifier of something. Here, I don't know. Maybe something will happen later. I don't know. But I'm not gonna like I don't work with assumptions. Like I don't work on like, oh well, maybe somewhere down the line, Katakuri is gonna, you know, form his own crew da 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 da, or he's gonna join the Straw Hats. Da, da, da. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, the chapter, it felt short. The backstory is like, I just feel like Oda has been kind of when it comes to the backstories. He's been slacking with the backstories. Like this one right here, I'm like, okay, Kitty Annalise, what's up? How you doing? Draco Nation, what is good? What is good? John Boy, Joseph Logan. I already said what's up to my boy Tom Son. Dragonite, what is up? You know, I just these back like they're just weak. I mean, did we not see the greatness in terms of some of the backstories, the way that Oda would use flashbacks right? Not even pre-time, not just pre-time skip, but like Fishman Island, like that whole story with Fisher Tiger, Queen Otohime. That was just great stuff. He took the time, he sat with it, thought about it clearly, broke it down. It was awesome. This is just like this cat. I mean, if I don't see more about Katakuri and Soda, his backstory and what's going on with that and everything, like, is weak. I'm sorry, but it's weak. Please, please, please do not let your love for One Piece get in the way of critiquing the mediocrity we've been getting, man. Some of the stuff has been mediocre, right? Maybe at the beginning of One Piece, maybe like at the beginning of One Piece, I would have said, okay, I would have understood the whole manliness thing. Yeah. I just, you know, I mean, I look at My Hero Academia and I'm like, yo, all right, Horikoshi, I see you. I see what you're doing. But like, Oda, where you been? Where are you? Where is the real Oda in terms of the writer, right? Because the art's always great. I love the art. The art's phenomenal. That's not changed. I still love that. The art, I will never say that Oda's art style or the way that he draws and everything like that has been nonsense, because that's not true, right? But when it comes to the writing, y'all, I mean, it's important. It's important to me. You know what I mean? It's extremely important to me. Like if I'm reading something, like fiction, like a work of fiction, I want to genuinely like what I'm reading. You know, unless it's like, you know, supposed to be particularly pathetic in its sadness or something like that. But I mean, it's something, the manliness, and people are like, it's so manliness, and I'm like, really, manliness? Really, Oda? You went from Crocodile talking about, yo, these ain't no little pirate games. No, there ain't no fighting dirty. And then Luffy was like, yeah, I got you. I know. I've been knowing this since I started. I've been knowing this since before I started. And like, now we get this whole manliness thing. Oh man. And I would say I feel bad because I know some people are like, this is so cool, so it's manly, we're manly. But it's like, this is so corny, man. I might rename it to like One Piece live reaction and review / rant or something like that. Because this chapter was weak sauce to me. To quote Uber Hikari, he used to say that all the time. Just weak. You know, and I think people really like, we got to talk about this stuff, man. Just a lot of mediocre stuff. You know, I think the beginning of Whole Cake was great. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. There were so many, you know, it was very Sanji centric. It was really interesting. We got some interesting stuff. You know, the introduction of Katakuri was phenomenal, right? And then, boom, just I've been saying this, y'all. I've been saying this, right? This is not me coming out of nowhere ranting, talking about, oh, this chapter's whack, so One Piece has been whack. No, I've been saying One Piece has been whack for a while, right? I've been saying that My Hero has been much better than it. Promised Neverland has been curb stomping it. Right? And now Hunter x Hunter's back. Oh, Lord. You know what I mean? Like, One Piece, yo, Oda, you got to step up. You got too many manga. that are doing great things. Dr. Stone has really picked up. If you're reading Dr. Stone, it's in some greatness territory right now. Like the story is in an awesome place. And Dr. Stone is one of those manga that starts off kind of weird. You know, it's clear that the mangaka is trying to feel some stuff out, and then once the story gets in, it's like, wow, it's really, really good. The art is phenomenal. The science aspect of it is phenomenal. It's just great stuff. You know, One Piece, yo, Oda. Somebody got to send Oda some fan mail and be like, yo, what is good, Oda? What is up? What have you been giving me? And us as fans, like as readers of this, you know what I mean? Flampe is a character that's not particularly interesting. She's just ridiculous. She's a ridiculous character. I get it. You're a fangirl. You know? Okay. I mean, it's like I think like more so you see that in like slice of life anime and manga that do the sort of fanboy, fangirl, or fan person thing well. You know, where it's like funny, it's cute, it's hilarious, you know, it makes a giggle. Here it's just like, you know, and Luffy is just like, thanks, but I'm still gonna win. You know, like I kind of just shifted, but like Flampe is a boring character to me. I don't care about her at all. You know, it's ridiculous. Like the way that Flampe is just sort of put in here to chastise Katakuri. It's like Katakuri. It's like, really? You know, she's got a poison dart or whatever, paralyzing dart. You know, that's what I'm saying, right? If you read Dr. Stone, like the beginning, kind of once you get past the beginning, once you get like you really have to, because the story legitimately to me like shifts. It shifts, so you have to get past it. But again, right? Like I just read this chapter, a weak chapter, and I really, again, I've been talking to people about having a One Piece conversation. Where we just talk about later, yo, what's going on here? What's going on with these chapters? I think for people to be like, oh, this chapter's amazing, manliness. I'm like, really? The man, like, again, the manliness. He stabbed himself. He really stabbed himself. I mean, this is like some like trope to the next level stuff. You know what I mean? Like, really, dude? You stabbed yourself? And it's like, I get why he did it. I just think it's ridiculous. It's like, you don't have to stab yourself. It would have been more interesting if Katakuri didn't stab himself and Luffy still beat him. That would have been more interesting. But no, let's even the playing field. You know, right is might. Like, come on, man. I don't want to rant for too long because I think, you know, it's a waste. It's a little bit of a waste of energy. You know, Golem Heart, Golem Hearts I like, but I think like there's a little bit about it that I think it's moving a little bit too slow in terms of slowly in terms of like introducing particular things, concepts, stuff like that. I like it generally. Golem Hearts I think is an interesting series. I just think it's kind of, it reminds me of Dr. Stone a bit too. Like it's kind of like, okay, here's some things, little cookie cutter, But I think like hopefully Golem Heart sort of like does what Dr. Stone did and just like shifted gears. Because when Dr. Stone shifted gears, I was all in. Before that, I was kind of like, I don't know. You know, these two sort of characters, you know, the you know, boring guy and basic girl, you know, just didn't, you know, they didn't do it for me. They weren't particularly interesting. You got to keep reading with Dr. Stone. You got to keep reading. And if you don't want to read, I totally understand that because that's on the mangaka, right? It's on the writer to keep you engaged. If you are not, if they can't keep you engaged, that's on them. That's their fault. I can't, you know, if Oda couldn't keep people engaged at the beginning of One Piece, that's on Oda, right? Like that's on him. It's like, yo, you know, and right, like, and of course, right, there's a little bit of, hey, you know, yeah, you got to give some things a chance, blah, 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 especially if like large swaths of people are telling you to. But like, you can't keep if you're a writer and you can't keep certain people engaged, like the majority of people engaged at the onset, sorry, that's on you. Do better at the beginning. Robo's cool. For a second, I did think Robo was going to be axed, but I actually like Robot Laser Beam. I got to start reacting to that too. I have a few chapters to catch up with. You know? Yeah, it's just late. It's like Dr. Stone, even when it was kind of generic-y in some ways, Dr. Stone was still interesting. It had an interesting kind of premise, you know, with the petrification and everything like that. That was interesting. We wanted, like, it was a mystery. So, right, they started with a mystery. It was very interesting. We wanted to know more about that mystery. That's almost like, right, if you really want to captivate people from the get-go, mystery is the way to go. You know, because people want to know, people want answers, people instinctively want to know things. We want to be able to understand things, right? So when you start something with a mystery, we in, especially a manga, right? We in. But Golem Hearts doesn't really start like that. Golem Hearts is kind of like, it's a little too cookie cutter. It's a little too, you know, like, and it's not to say that it doesn't have its good points. It's just, you got to pick up the pace, Golem Hearts. Got to pick up the pace. You know, Robo's cool. Robo's cool. I actually really enjoy it. I like Robo as a character. I love Robo as a character. Great stuff. And I think that, like, you know, there's usually, like, when it comes to like disability studies and talking about that, and you know, generally the consensus is unless like it's been explicitly stated that a character has like a particular, like, you know, behavioral issue or special needs or something like that, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, or has an ailment, a chronic ailment or something like that. Like, you generally don't diagnose them, you know. So I don't do that, but I think a lot of people do see Robo as on the spectrum in some ways, right? So I think in that way that makes like it's not that makes him an interesting character, but it makes him a character that's great for representation and inclusion and stuff like that. I think it's great stuff, you know. So yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna move on to the stream keeps lagging, but oh, okay. Yeah, the Promised Neverland manga could better make another manga. But again, you know, the you know what I mean? Like the stuff in this One Piece chapter is boring to me. This is why I've started to read it fourth, right? It's not right, not even fourth. I think I'm gonna probably start reading One Piece earlier. It's gonna be like, and I'm only gonna react to some manga today. I'm gonna react to this one, the Promised Neverland, Hunter x Hunter, My Hero Academia, and then the rest of them I'll probably react to like tomorrow, just like, you know, to do that. Just because, like, you know, now I'm reading a bunch of them, so you know, I kind of gotta save some time. I gotta make sure that I, you know, sleep and then get up and then go to my, you know, sub teaching like jobs and stuff like that on time. But yeah, again, this One Piece chapter, I didn't like it. If I had to rank it, I'd give it like a, I'd give it a 5.5. If I had to be, if my opinion, right? This is not to say this chapter is officially, you know, the Guinness World Records as 5.5. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not what's happening here. What I'm saying is that I feel like it's a 5.5 because it's just kind of meh. It's a meh chapter. There's a lot of nonsense in here. You know, there's a lot of like corny stuff. A lot of corny stuff. I want to read Boss Beat and Act Age, I think it's called. I want to read both of those because I like manga like that deal with like you know, dance and acting and music and stuff like that. Those manga are always phenomenal. So I'm gonna definitely check that out. I'm gonna do live reactions to that at some point. I'm looking forward to I'm really looking forward to reading those manga. All right. Let's see. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this stream because this stream is almost 30 minutes long. And it was just a One Piece live reaction / review. You know what I mean? Like, but it's 30 minutes. It's like 30 minutes long. So I'm gonna end the stream. Come through to the next stream. If you read My Hero Academia, come through to that one, and I'll be reading that chapter and I'll tell you how I feel about it. All right, but I like honestly, this One Piece chapter got a 5 out of 5 for me. And again, this Oda's got to pick it up. It's almost like he's phoning some of this stuff in. You know what I mean? Like it feels like he's phoning some of this stuff in. I really I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All right, but that's how I feel about it. Okay, I'm the Black Manga Critic. That was my review. No, a 5.5 out of 10, not a 5 out of 5. No. This chapter was not a 5 out of 5 by any stretch of the imagination. You know, if it was like a 10 out of 10 to you, then it's probably because you're all about the whole manliness, like nonsense. It was nonsense, man. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna end here. No more rants. All right, I can't. I can't with this. That's how I felt about the chapter. All right, I'm a Black Manga Critic. I'm out, y'all. I'm out.